Good morning, y'all. It is Sunday, October 27th, 2024. And last night I decided to watch a throwback, very throwback, 1992's Single White Female. This is a rated R film. It is considered a horror slash drama. It is 1 hour and 48 minutes long. And you can find it on Max. Yeah. In a nutshell, this movie is said to be creepy, malicious, and alienated. And if you have not heard about this movie, don't know what the fuck this movie is about, let me give you a little bit of some overview. Having recently split from fiance Sam Rawson, Allison Jones welcomes new roommate Hedra Carlson. The young woman quickly form a bond, but as Allison starts to rethink her engagement, Hedra grows jealous and hostile. As Allison learns new details about her roommate's life, Hedra gets violent in her efforts to get Sam out of the picture. With Hedra turning more menacing by the minute, Allison finally understands what she's up against. Okay, so this is Single White Female. Release date August 14th, 1992. I feel like a lot of people heard this movie, but may not be too keen on what it's about. Basically, it's one woman trying to take the life and portrayal of this other woman, single white female. Girl needs a roommate. She lives in New York. I believe she was a fashion designer. She was fucking popping with this fancy ass ginger haircut. Yeah, it fit her. She had a bomb ass apartment. I love 90s films because they always give you the grit. They give you that 90s feel. It's like it feels like something. It looks like something. The 90s has a certain feel to it. And this movie definitely gave you that with the fashions that it had on. The different cuts and prints of what she was designing, just where she lived and how she moved and what she portrayed herself and looked like. And I'm talking about our main character, Allison. I enjoyed this movie. I really, really like this movie. I'm pretty sure there's like a couple remakes of this. I definitely have seen a remake of this movie where pretty much somebody's coming through pretending to be a friend, and really homegirl is psycho and mental, and she's trying to take over your life because nobody loves her, or she don't love herself enough. So now she's kidnapping and tying bitches up and whacking motherfuckers in the head with the shoe. It was I'm like, how are y'all letting this little skinny white chick get away with all of this? Because how is she killing y'all within 2 seconds? Like, seriously? Seriously, you could probably throw this bitch over the railing and she might be done for. But y'all, she got the man with the shoe and his eyeball. He was out. Then she got the friend that was upstairs. She thought she killed him. She was whacking him with the stick or whatever. I'm like, girl, if you don't get you a life. Allison was too naive and way too fucking sweet to Hedra. She should have went with her first instinct of picking that first young lady. I think she had like blondish brunette type hair who was extremely polite. Who knows? She could have been mental too. But for some reason I was like, you should have went with your first choice, and it wasn't Hedra, because I felt like my senses would have been going off when homegirl walked through the door unannounced. Like, why are you... Yeah, my door may have been cracked open, which I don't think it was, to be honest, but why are you just walking in? You didn't knock, you didn't say hey, hello, you just walked in and start wandering around. And then I tell you we're gonna do this tomorrow, and you still trying to roam around my kitchen and make stuff for me, make tea and stuff for me after I told you to leave. That would have irritated me. So I'd be like, I know this is going to be a problem in the future, because she's trying to be extra motherly and sweet and super helpful, but I'm telling her no, and she's not listening. She's being too aggressive. No. Allison, I don't know if you are lonely and you are so wanting to be wrapped around your fiance who is a fuck boy. You want to be wrapped around his ass so tight. Like, girl, you can, like she was saying, she was giving her props and telling her, yo, you can get with any man. Why do you have to keep being stupid for this one? If you don't want to be by yourself, you need to check yourself, because why you rather be with a man who is obviously a little bit slimy. I could tell he was going to be slimy. And then when Hedra decided to dress up and play Halloween and shit and decide to be Allison for the remainder of the movie, up until the end at least, she walked down them stairs wearing the same haircut, same style, hair color and all. I would have knew something was wrong. Like, I wouldn't have made it that far, and I feel like, I don't want to say this is a race thing, because honestly, it's an anybody thing, but I feel like Caucasian women will let a whole lot of stuff slide before they realize they bestie ain't they bestie. I don't know. Like, girl, you was giving her way too much leniency on all the weird shit she was doing. I don't know. Or maybe y'all both was a bit weird, because I kept being able to tell that they was making a big deal about Allison being uncomfortable with Hedra being naked all the time. It's like, girl, if you so uncomfortable with this girl, you shouldn't allow her to move in without any type of information or anything from her. Like, question mark, question mark. This is a big ass learning lesson for you, Allison. Let's see how you're gonna go forth with it. I bet you'll learn how to be by yourself now, won't you? Anyways, we ain't gonna make this movie more than what it needs to be. I will recommend this movie. It is a classic. It is not a horror, but it is a thriller, and it's just interesting to watch, because I feel like, of course, this has probably happened before. There are some people out here who are so into others, they are not capable of being into themselves, so they're a bit wacko. Yeah. Big recommend. Go watch it. It's a fun movie, actually. Let's not be so naive, okay? Let's put ourselves first before feeling bad or feeling sad for other people who really should be feeling for themselves before they out reaching for others. I give this movie, what do I give it? 3.5 out of 5 stars. I give Single White Female, released in 1992. I give this movie a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Bye, y'all.